every dream we light the way. With words of power, hearts arise. The art of encouragement shines. So leaning close, the journey starts. A moment of truth, a shift in heart. Together we rise, together we stand. With courage and love, we change the land. Bringing hope, inspiring change. Every voice, every dream, we light the way. With words of power.
Hey friends, it's Nick Patterson, and today I just want to take a few minutes with you, just you and me. No rush, no noise, um, just a simple moment to celebrate something that's been a long time coming. Today, I continue to introduce to you Deeply Planted. It's not about having life figured out, which I don't think anybody ever really does. It's about growing roots, roots that hold you steady even when the storms of life come for you. The idea for Deeply Planted didn't start when life was easy. I'm sure you can imagine that. It started when life hurt. When I was in a place where everything I thought I had built was stripped away. I remember thinking, is this the end of my story? But over time I realized something. Sometimes you're not being buried to end you. You're being planted to grow you. And that became the heartbeat of this book. Deeply Planted is really broken into seasons because that's how life works, right? We are cyclical people. We go in the ebb and flow. If you'll remember in the book of Ecclesiastes, Solomon even said there's a time for everything, a season for every purpose under heaven. That's from Ecclesiastes 3. And I just want you to think about that. We have planting seasons, right? Waiting seasons, growing seasons. And sometimes we have dry, silent seasons where it feels like nothing's happening at all. And we question why we're even here. But underground, the roots are working. The foundation is being built. The next chapter is getting ready to break through. You know, when I was incarcerated, I lost almost everything that once defined me. But you know what? In that silence, in that soil, I found a seed, the seed of music, a seed of hope, a seed of calling that went deeper than the circumstances. It didn't happen overnight. It didn't happen without a lot of tears, but the roots went deeper. They kept on growing down, and eventually, fruit came out. You might be listening to me today thinking, Nick, you're just out of it. But I want you to know you might also be feeling like you're buried. Not planted, but buried. Maybe it's grief. Maybe it's disappointment. Maybe it's fear or a diagnosis or a heartbeat you didn't see coming. But I want you to hear this right now. Buried is not broken. Planted is not punished. If you're in the soil right now, friend, it's because something beautiful is being prepared inside you. Stay planted, stay faithful, stay hopeful. It's a journey, and each step has questions, reflections, space for you to wrestle and write your own story alongside mine, alongside Mark, because this has never just been about me or Mark. It's about us. It's about every person who has ever felt overlooked, every dream that ever felt delayed, and every hope that was almost given up on. You are not too far gone. You're not too late. And what's being planted in you is still alive. There's a quote I wrote early on in the process because it's been etched in my memory such a long time, and I want you to I want to share this with you. A good friend of mine, David Miller, used to say, "What we think about, we bring about." And what we water, this is me adding now, what we water grows. And what we believe becomes who we are. It's simple, but it's true. And it means this: even in seasons of silence, you have power, you have purpose, and you're still becoming who you're supposed to be, who you're created to be, who we need you to be. As Mark and I wrote this book, I experienced so much gratitude for every person who prayed for me when I couldn't pray for myself. I thought about every person who reminded me along my way that my story wasn't finished. And if you're hearing this from me today, maybe that's why you're here too. Maybe you need that reminder. You're not finished. You're still being written and you're still growing. Even if it feels like right now you're just standing still. So here's my challenge to you. Wherever you are, whatever season you're walking through, choose to believe that what's deeply planted will someday bear beautiful, breathtaking fruit, even if no one else sees it yet. Even if you don't fully see it yet, it's happening. Roots before fruit, always. Thank you for letting me share just a little bit of my heart today, or this evening rather. If you want to dig deeper, Deeply Planted, it's going to be available next week. You can find it on our website, liftothersup.com, or just search for it on Amazon. And if you do read it, I want to hear your story because your roots matter too. Until next time, friends, stay rooted, stay brave, stay deeply planted because your best days are not behind you. They're still breaking through the soil. I'll see you soon.